everyone, it's Jen and Lindsey and it's semi-pro painting day. I'm back. I've been off for a couple of weeks, but I'm back now and we're gonna do a little project today. This is the really out of the box project because guess what? Nothing ready. Nothing. So it's gonna be fun.
Well, there's a reason we have nothing ready.
Yes, we've been super busy. So
y'all love that flash sale yesterday.
Yes, the stacker ornament flash sale was definitely a hit. So Lindsey and I have been cutting, packaging, packing
hundreds of stacker ornaments.
Yes, lots.
Y'all love them.
Lots and lots of stacker ornaments. So we've been super busy. I haven't had time to get over here and do any kind of prep stuff. The only thing I did do is seal my surface with multi-purpose sealer since I don't have a base coat. I sealed it. I did.
You got too much sun.
Well, I ran over here real quick and did that, and then I used my handy dandy sponge to sand that so I can get a nice smooth surface. So we're gonna paint this from start to finish today. I honestly don't think it's gonna take you that long. This is our Joy Cocoa Mug, Lindsey. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, yes. Joy Cocoa Mug. It's a 2-piece. It's from our tiered tray kit. So this is what it looks like when it comes. It's 2 pieces like this. This one has the little, these are supposed to be like peppermint sticks, but today we're making them cinnamon sticks. And then this is going to be the topper part. And then because of it being fall and how much Lindsey and I love coffee, we are going to make ours into a pumpkin spice latte. So yes.
We haven't had any coffee this week.
We have not had coffee this week. We're failing. Okay, so anyways, so we're gonna make ours into a pumpkin spice latte. So I pulled our little pumpkin dangle. We've had this for a while. This has been around for a bit, but I love these little accessories that we can add. So I'm gonna put that right in the center of my little pumpkin spice latte cup. That's what we're gonna do today. So that's gonna be our project. I don't think it's gonna take us too long. We are gonna do a little more detail than we typically do, of course, because it is Wednesday and we like to do a full project on Wednesdays, not just stenciling. Actually, I don't know that I'm gonna stencil at all. I do have my foliage friend here. I might throw some leaves on my mug just for like, in my brain, I think of coffee mugs like when you go to like Target, Walmart, like any of those places that you buy coffee mugs and then they have all those fun little designs on it. So I thought maybe I might put a few little leaves on my coffee mug, but we'll see if time will allow us to do that. If it will, we will. If we won't, we don't have to. Okay, how is everybody? Did you miss me? Listen, Chris stepped up and did lives while I was gone. Can you believe that? I was so excited to see that she was doing lives. I am back from vacation. I shouldn't be going anywhere else for the rest of the year.
She thinks.
Never know with my husband. Yeah. He's the last man, a guy man, and if he says we're going, I'm in. So that's what's been going on. Lindsey, let's go ahead and get started because I don't know how long this is going to take, and we can chit chat as we go. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Camera is flipped.
Okay, so when you buy this kit, this is what it comes with. It comes with this little joy word on there. We're actually not going to use that. You can make this into like a Christmas thing if you want to, but we're not going to use that. We are going to use the pumpkin right in the center there. I think it's going to be adorable as a pumpkin spice latte. Okay, so let's get started. I have, like I said, I sealed my surface with multi-purpose sealer. I did all of these pieces with that. Then I took my sanding block and then just sanded them. So that's all the prep work that I have done. I am going to let's start with the top part of my mug. I want to do like my whipped cream part first. So I am going to use light mocha for my whipped cream part. So we get a good shake here and we'll get going. All right, and I'm actually using palette paper today, guys, because I didn't have a paper plate. So
I don't have any Sam's Club paper plates.
No Sam's Club paper plates. So Sam's Club has not offered to sponsor us yet, and I'm kind of sad about it. For as much shout outs as we give to Sam's Club, I thought for sure by now they would be like, hey, we can send you free paper plates. Okay, so I am just going to start working on this. And then Lindsey, do we have anybody joining us that we can say hello to?
Divinity joined.
Hi, Divinity. How are you, babe? I hope Paisley's being behaved today. She had a doctor's appointment this morning. I just texted her a bit ago, and she said she weighs 9 pounds, and I think she said 6 ounces, 9 pounds, 4 ounces, something like that. So our girl's getting big. Okay, so just quickly getting my whipped cream on here. And Divinity, you're going to like this because you love coffee too, girl. Put this on here real quick, and I'm not really too worried about my first coat, guys, because I'm gonna have to do 2 coats. So I'm not really too concerned about like the way I'm putting the paint on. All right. So what else has been going on, Liz, since we haven't been on for a bit? Tell us what's been going on around here. Lindsay was all by herself because her husband was traveling for work and I was gone.
Both of my spouses, because I call Jen my work wife.
Yeah.
And my work wife and my husband were both gone.
We both left her in the same time. Can you believe that? And that's
It was sad.
She's all right. She made it through them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use espresso, and I'm going to use that for my mug, and I'm also going to use it for what I'm making into my cinnamon sticks.
So not much, really.
It's been quiet.
It was very quiet. It's always really quiet when Jen's not here.
Because I talk a lot.
Yeah.
And they're used to it,
But since she's been back, we've had dance party.
Yes, we have. So the new Taylor Swift album came out. I know that you guys, we've talked about Taylor Swift before with Lavender Haze Color. Lindsay and I are 100% Swifties, and the new Taylor Swift album has come out. It's been on the radio since we got here, or on the radio in the store since we got here today.
The guy that works in the building next to ours kind of caught Jen dancing in the parking lot.
He did. Yesterday morning, Lindsay got out of her car and our radio was still going, and I was 100% dancing, and he came early, which he's never here that early.
Never here that early.
And I was dancing in the parking lot, and then he made a comment about me dancing in the parking lot. I don't care. I live my best life, guys. Dance like nobody's watching, all right? That's the way I live my life. Okay.
If you're just joining us on the YouTube channel, Jen is working on a quick and easy project featuring our Joy Cocoa mug. This is actually part of the Christmas Tiered Stray Kids, but she is changing it up, and we're going to make it a fall pumpkin spice themed mug.
Yes, we need to think out of the box sometimes, everybody. We need to think out of the box. So if you're looking for something, say you are on our website and you see something and you're like, well, that's kind of close, but not exactly what I want. Add something to it. It's easy to do that. We have lots of little, a lot of these pieces can be used for other things. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. So we're just going to.
And actually, I just thought about this.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a 2-layered kit.
Yes, you could do two different ones.
You could do 2 different ones. You could buy the pumpkin
100%.
bangle. You could get a pumpkin spice one.
And a Christmas one.
Sometimes I have good
Lindsay, more bang for your buck, sister.
Sometimes, man, I've been on it. That's 3 things this week.
You know what? Your head's going to get big. We can't be giving you all this credit.
Maybe that's why my head was hurting.
That is. You've used all your brain power up, Lindsay. Oh, goodness. That's funny. All right. So just finishing up our first coat on our mug here. And I'm just using an angle brush for this, guys. It's nothing crazy, just an angle brush. I use the same brush for both the top whipped cream part and then also the mug and the cinnamon stick part. And again, this is going to need 2 coats, so I'm not concerned about like brush strokes or anything like that, which way I need to go. Some people that stresses out, does not bother me at all. Okay, so there's that. And then let's do another quick coat up here while we've got this, because that's dry. Let's take our Joy off there. We're not using that one today. But you could, if you don't like the 2-piece layered piece, or you want something that you can get more bang for your buck. That was a great idea, Lindsay. You could do both. Christmas and.
Yeah, all you would have to do is buy the dangle.
Yeah, and you could do 2. How much does this thing cost, Lindsay?
Before using the semi-pro.
Oh yeah, because we always do a coupon code.
It's $3.95 for the kit, which would be the double layer thing, and then the Joy word. So it's a 3-piece kit. And then the dangle's 60 cents. Now, if you use the semi-pro coupon, that takes 30% off, and that semi-pro coupon is good on cdwood.com. And you put that at checkout, and it'll take 30% off the surfaces featured in our, I almost said program. I guess this could be a program.
It could be a program. In our lives for the month. Okay. Almost done with my second coat here on my mug.
Everyone's really quiet today.
Really quiet today.
Really quiet. Actually, they were quiet yesterday in Chris's live.
Were they?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Which is fine.
Yeah, you can 100% be quiet.
Because I can see you all in here.
I can just chit chat about random stuff. Let's
see.
We
like to talk about random
stuff. We
stuff.
do. What's been going on? Well, I was in Jamaica and it was amazing. I didn't want to come home.
Can you back your head up just?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I always do that.
Focusing on.
I always get my head in the way. Oh, I got my hair cut. If you didn't notice that in the beginning,
chopped.
I did. I've been having some hair issues. So
there's someone.
Who is it?
Susan.
Hi, Susan.
She says, "Sure missed you too. Glad you're back. Hope your vacation was awesome."
My vacation was absolutely amazing.
She's very tan.
I did nothing but lay in the sun for 10 days. Literally.
You read.
I read. Yeah. I laid in the sun on a little floaty in the pool, looked at the ocean. I'm not an ocean person. I love going to the beach. Okay. So don't be on hating on me. But I love going to the beach, but I love going to like a resort that has like an infinity pool where I can sit in the pool and
stare at the ocean.
My husband and I took a walk on the beach, that kind of stuff, but I don't want to be in I don't like the sand. I hate when sand gets everywhere. I don't want to.
Now, see, I like that. And this is coming from someone that never liked the beach until 3 years ago?
Yeah, your first cruise is the first time you were ever.
I like getting in the ocean. I figure if the ocean is there, I'm going to get in it.
I put my feet in it.
Oh, I get in it.
No.
I was shoulder deep in it in August, so.
No. Okay, so I'm going to use Canyon Orange for my pumpkin. So we're just going to give him a quick look. Oh, actually, look at this paper towel on my thing. While I have my brown.
You're a hot mess. Hello, Joyce. Welcome.
I am a hot mess. Hi, Joyce. Thanks for joining us.
I was wondering if you were going to do this then.
Yes.
I wasn't going to say anything.
It was the last minute.
I was trusting your process.
She was trusting my process. You never know with me. Okay, so I'll get my little stem here too. Okay, and then we're going to move into our orange. And I've got Canyon Orange. Put that on my...
It's weird for you to see you working on palette paper.
I know, because I'm always using a paper plate. We didn't have any. So I just thought,
hey, boss lady, if you're watching, we need paper plates.
Yeah.
Deborah,
or I'm going to use all your palette paper that's in here. So if you want to save your precious palette paper, then you need these paper plates.
Because we're not very good with palette paper. I know I stopped using it because I felt like I was wasting it.
That's my problem. I don't want to waste it.
It's too expensive.
Yeah. I should have probably tore it in half because I'm only using a few colors. But
that's a pretty color, orange.
I love Canyon Orange for a pumpkin. I really do. I think it's so pretty. Okay, so all of our base coating on.
So since she's painting and she's going to be basing this brown mug again.
Yes, I am.
So we're going to talk about, I think we're actually getting fall temps here in Ohio.
Finally. We are.
The leaves are finally starting to change. It's very late for us. Typically we get the leaves and the temps in September.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened and Mother Nature went on a
she was like, not yet, people.
No, we're going to have summer. So yeah.
I know, I'm kind of excited for the fall weather. I love the summer, don't get me wrong, but I love fall too. So I'm kind of excited about it.
Deborah said, miss seeing you guys at Net. Deborah, I really miss Net. I think Net was my favorite show. Jen has never been to Net.
No.
But I love Net. And I think it's just, the chance to see New England foliage. I can't say that word. Foliage. The times I've been up there, just the colors and the food. I mean, the food is insane. It's so good. And the people are so nice up there. Yeah, we miss going. We haven't been up there because we stopped doing Vegas 2020 was our last convention.
I know, that's so long ago.
So Net 2019 was the last time we went up there. So I need some of that Harry's Diner corn chowder. That's what I miss. That was one of my favorite things to get up there. But Eileen says use tinfoil from Dollar Tree instead of plates for palette paper.
Tinfoil?
Tinfoil.
No kidding. Okay.
Next time one of us is at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I'll pick some up for sure. Tinfoil. I'd be afraid that would be loud. It's not loud. I guess you're not moving it, right?
As long as you don't move it.
Yeah, I think as long as you don't move it, we'll be okay.
Melissa says that's all well and good unless Mother Nature decides to go straight to winter. I mean, she's done that before.
It would not surprise me at all.
Was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago that we had like snow, like freezing rain or sleet or something on Halloween. It was so cold.
Oh yeah, because you guys sat out in that, and I was like, you guys are nuts.
And we haunt my sister-in-law's driveway. I've talked about this before on here. And so we all sit outside. We've got the kids have to walk up this driveway to get the candy. And it's a long driveway, and we were frozen. Like, it was so cold. And it was like pellet snow or something. I don't know if it was sleet or what, but it was so cold, and that was on Halloween.
She was sitting out in that, and it like I was at home, and I texted her. I was like, please tell me you're not out in this. You're going to be sick next week. And she was like, we're definitely, she sent me a picture, all bundled up. She said they were taking turns going into the house and getting warmed up. I'm like, you're nuts. You are absolutely crazy.
We do it for the kids.
I don't care. I'd have put the candy out in a bowl and been like, have at it, kids.
Hello, Bonnie from Oklahoma.
Hi, Bonnie.
Sharon's joined us from Tucson. She says, sound is cutting out here. Is it me? Let me check. Well, hold on. Let me turn up my phone. Sounds good on my phone.
Us,
you might have to go out and come back in.
Yeah, sometimes when issues like that come up, if you hop out of the video and then come back in, it will fix it. Technology is so confusing sometimes to me.
Hi, Glenda from Indiana, our neighbor next door.
Hi, Glenda. How's your weather?
She's probably
about the same as us. Are they?
So I'm wondering if they've got that.
We are?
That's what it says. It says rain coming.
Oh no.
Eileen says works great talking about the foil. No, you just peel off what you need. She uses it for her students.
Okay, that's G. I'm gonna get some. Okay. Thank you so much. I will get some. Okay, I think
Melissa says she can hear fine. So
okay, thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah. Yeah, so I hope it's not raining tomorrow. I have to practice, Lindsay.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what you have to practice.
Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, let me tell you what.
We can pop up the video that you sent me last night.
Oh my gosh.
I can show it on camera.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you what I'm doing this weekend. Okay, so I don't know if many people know this about me, but I was in the color guard in college for a couple years. And I went to Marshall University, and it's our 100th year band homecoming. So this weekend. And so a bunch of us that I was in color guard with 20 plus years ago, like 26 years I haven't picked up a flag, Lindsay?
Yeah.
Something like that. 26 years or something. I haven't even touched a flag. And some friends that I used to do it with messaged me, and they were like, come do it. So I'm going this weekend, and you should have seen, I'm practicing. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess.
She was really good for not picking up a flag in 26 years.
I went home and practiced a little last night. I told Lindsay I was joking because I was thinking like alumni, like you're just literally going to stand and spin, right? They're not going to have you do too much. You haven't done this in years, right? Yeah, no, the routines have tossing in them. And I was like, what in the world? So I was able to find a flag thanks to somebody that has a connection to a band, our high school band. And I was able to find a flag, and she dropped it off to me the other day so I could practice. Thank the Lord, because I never would have been able to do it had I not been able to practice beforehand. But I'm telling you, muscle memory took over, and I am able to still throw that thing in the air and catch it, which is always kind of fun.
We have Patrick that's joined us from Northern France.
Hi, Patrick from Northern France. Thanks for joining us. We're doing a quick and easy pumpkin spice latte project today. Okay, so I think I'm good on all of my paint here. I just knocked I pulled the cord and it went.
Did you break something?
No, it just pulled the thing over there. Okay, so let me get this dry here, because now we are going to start dressing up our pieces. So again, this is a 2-piece, comes with the joy word. We're not using the joy. You can if you want. If you are more of a Christmas than a fall girl, or a guy, or like to paint. Okay, so this is kind of what we're going for, right? Okay, so now we got to dress this up a little bit. So I'm going to use antique white to bring in my shade on my whipped cream. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do next. Using my same angle brush, guys, the same one. I've been using the same one this whole time. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my brush loaded up here. And I want to go all the way around. And then we're gonna fill in our little spots. So antique white, my favorite color. I love this color. It goes well with so much stuff.
It was so funny, and this might be coincidental, but Jen started using antique white, and then all of a sudden
we can't keep it in stock. Like literally cannot keep it in stock, which cracks me up.
It was so funny because we never really used to sell that much of it, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm using it here and you guys are seeing how awesome it is, or if it's just a coincidence. But
Patrick says he often visits the CD website. So many stencils and cut pieces. The shipping fees often make him hesitate, but he will order soon. So when it comes to international orders, we always encourage you to like contact us because
just like
yesterday we had an Australian customer contact us, and the shipping rate on our website, it does its best, but we always,
and it comes straight from the website.
It's from the carriers, but a lot of times it only checks certain ways. So what we can do is I can always, like, if you get an order in your cart, you can screenshot it, email it to info@cdwood.com, and I can double check and see if there's an easier or a cheaper method to send it. Because sometimes it does, like yesterday's, it was off by like $8 or something like that. And so, you know,
which we know $8 isn't a ton of money, but it saves you. So we're always happy.
So definitely, and never hesitate to get a hold of us if it seems a little high or something, because there are options. There's also flat rate through the post office, which is priority mail. So if you're doing a big order and we can fit it in, it's limited to size, but that is also a possibility. We can't offer the flat rate on our website because it is size limited. And not everything we carry will fit in those boxes. So definitely, you know, if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. So I'm happy to do that for you guys.
Lindsay likes to help people. It's one of her favorite things to do. Okay, again, I'm just using antique white to like dress up these little.
Looks like you're putting my cold foam on there.
Right, that's exactly what it looks like, Lindsay. Are you guys coffee drinkers? I think we've talked about this before. I love coffee. I bring coffee to work every single morning. I have a coffee pot on my desk, like a small Keurig, but I need to get some creamer to bring in here because I have to have creamer for my coffee.
And I've been bringing hot tea.
Yes, Lindsay's a tea girl. She loves coffee, but she's also a tea girl. Okay, so now I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna work on my pumpkin. So I used Canyon Orange. I also brought persimmon, and I think persimmon's gonna work for my highlights on my pumpkin because we're gonna go around, and I think this is gonna be dark enough.
And unfortunately, persimmon is a discontinued color.
Yeah, but you can use Warm Sunset.
Warm Sunset works good. Again, if you're just joining us for the first time, we sometimes use discontinued colors, but we don't like to throw anything out. And this is all of like class paint from conventions that Chris taught at. So we have this big cabinet in our store with all used paint. We don't throw it out. We take it back and put it in the cabinet and use it for samples, or if in the odd chance that Chris taught another class, we would go through that. So that's what this is. So occasionally, if you hear a discontinued color,
always ask, because there's always a substitute that we can probably,
or something that's close,
probably give you. Okay, persimmon on Canyon Orange. It has to wait till it dries before you see it, because they're sort of similar, but okay. And I'm gonna just come down around here. And then I'm gonna do my ridges and my pumpkin once that's dry. So let's go back here now while that's drying. I love having multiple pieces because I can like hop, right? From side to side. So now that I've used, you know me, if I've used something somewhere, I gotta use it again. So antique white I used up here. I'm also going to shade my mug with antique white, because I want to have that shade on there as well. So again, I have my angle brush and I'm just using antique white. I'm just gonna come down the side here. And this is such a pretty color. It goes with so many colors. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole thing here. Come around. Pull this up and around. And what I'm going to do is go all the way around, and then I'm going to put some more shade across the bottom. So it would be like the bottom of the mug, right? I just want to get all of this done first. Let that dry, and then I will work on the next part. As long as I don't put my hand in it. I've done that before. Okay, coming around here, and then we're gonna pull back up, and then we're just gonna come across the bottom here. So we've got the shade in the whipped cream part, and then we've got the shade on the mug. And this one, I really like the top layer of this because it has those like embossed lines on there. So this is super simple to paint, guys. Super simple. You don't have to worry about drawing or anything like that. Okay, we're gonna let that sit, and then we're gonna come back in now with our pumpkin. It's all nice and dry, so I'm gonna use my persimmon, and I'm gonna do my lines. Let's see if I can do this. I am by no means an artiste, so I think the best way to do this is to go from the bottom up. So let's go here and come up. Okay. Let me get that to dry. See how you can't really see that persimmon until it's dry? It's there. Okay. A little bit more here. And then we're going to go on the other side here. So I think this one I'm going to have to go from the top down. So I get that right angle. And if you're nervous about this, you don't have to do this part. I like to add that little bit if I can. I just think it makes it look it makes it look a little more like, has depth. It's not just flat. Like you didn't just paint one spot. If you want to, you can 100% do that. Okay, so now that that's dry, I'm going to take a little bit more persimmon, and I'm just going to fill in a little bit more down here on the bottom. So I'm just kind of pulling that back down in here. And the good thing is once that's dry, you're kind of okay. You don't have to really worry about having a mess here. Okay. And then we're going to do this. So we've got that shade kind of on the bottom there. I think you can see. Can you see it, Lindsay? Is that light picking that up? Okay. All right. Now I'm going to pull a dry brush here because we want to give a little bit of more texture to our pumpkin. So I am going to probably take, what did I use? Light mocha? Yeah, light mocha. I'm going to take light mocha because I want to use what I use somewhere, I have to use somewhere else, right? Okay. This is my brain working. So I'm just going to do my dry brush here. Get that loaded up. Okay, got the right amount of paint on there. And then I'm just going to do some light, very light on each side of my pumpkin here. And then a little bit down the center. Okay. It's amazing how much this can help like bring those details to your piece. I mean, absolutely amazing to me. Okay, and a little bit more. We're just going to grab the center now. Okay, and then I just want right in here. Because to me, this is going to be the shiniest part, right? The center of my pumpkin. So right in there. So I've got a quick little line on each side, nothing too crazy. And again, with dry brushing, the more you go over it, the more it's going to come in. I want light. I don't want anything crazy dark in there. That's going to go right there on our mug when we're done. Okay, so I've got that. Now, we need to also do a little bit of dry brushing on our cinnamon sticks. So I'm going to pull in that light mocha over here as well. It's a little too much paint. There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to come down almost like over here on the side. Not really the center, but over on the side. Okay, and then the same thing here, just a little bit around the top and then down the side. Gotta have a little frosty cinnamon. There we go, like that, okay. Now we're gonna finish working on this, our mug here. So I'm going to do, okay, got my angle brush again. I've got my antique white again, because that's what I use to shade. And I'm just gonna do like a little right here, like a little lip, because that would be kind of like the bottom of my mug, right? Okay, and then we're gonna come over here now, and we're gonna do the same thing around the handle with antique white. But we're gonna bring it, let me see, how am I gonna, this way. This way? Hang on, I gotta look at it. Start here and then come down. Okay, start here. There we go. And bring that down this way. So my handle looks like it's off to the side, not like it's just right on top of there. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. And the good thing I love about paint is when it's wet, we can still move it, right? Which is the best part of it. Okay, got a little bit more paint here. And then I'm gonna go a little heavier up here on the top. So I'm just gonna fill this in a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more here. All right, there we go. Okay, so there's my mug. Here's my cinnamon sticks. Here's my little pumpkin. How are we doing on time, Lindsay?
33.
33 minutes. Okay, I've got a little bit of time. So I think what I'm going to do is take a few of these little maple leaves and just put those on here. So let me grab a small stencil brush here. There we go. And I am going to use the orange, okay? So I'm probably going to use persimmon because it's a darker color. So let me get a little bit more of that on there. So I'm going to use some persimmon. I got my number 3 Spectacular stencil brush here. And we're going to just do some orange leaves on our mug. So I want the smallest size. And they can be kind of like, they don't have to be super, super like dark. They can kind of be muted color if you want. So this is the foliage friend. This is one of our painter's tools. Very popular these things are. Everybody loves them. Just gonna get a couple of these on here. So like the design rule of 3, right? So, or the odd design rule of 3. So you want to do odd numbers. So 3, 5, 7, whatever, however many you decide to do. Let's put my little pumpkin on here. So it's kind of nice to have them poking out from under your pumpkin, so it doesn't look like they're just placed there. So I'm just gonna go there now, I think, and I'm kind of tilting mine different ways. Totally up to you, but normally when things are printed, they're printed in like different directions, so you don't have like a pattern typically to them. So I'm just kind of moving these around a little bit. So I've got one little leaf sticking out here. I've got one over there. Let's go on this side over here. Maybe let's go kind of off of the mug, like it's going off the side. Let's do that. Okay. We got that one, and I think we're gonna need 2 more. So we'll go, let's go like it's falling down on this side over here. Let's go right, like right around here. Okay. Yep, and then let's go up here. 3, 4, 5, 6. So one more, we'll go, let's have this one go this way. Let's have this one coming down too. So we're kind of framing around our pumpkin, per se. Okay, so there is our leaves on the back of our little mug. Let's dry that real quick. Okay, there's our little pumpkin. And then we're gonna take our angle brush again. We're gonna grab a little bit more of that antique white. Not a lot, but just a little bit more. And we're gonna go up here and we're just gonna pull this underneath of where this is. So we're gonna have a light shade under where that crease is, just under the bottom. And that'll help us make it look like it's supposed to be there, right? Not just like sticking out in the middle of our whipped cream. So let's just pull this around. And then again over here. And we're about done. Now this, you could, if you want, you could add some like little orange sprinkles to the top of your whipped cream if you wanted to. Or brown sprinkles. You could do a mixture of both if you wanted. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Anything?
You could do cinnamon.
Yeah, you
like
could.
Dusted
Yeah, you
cinnamon
could.
With a
you could,
dry brush.
Yeah, you could. Absolutely. Okay, let's see here.
Oh, cute.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, super, super simple project. We used the 2-piece Joy tier tray kit, the mug tier tray kit. So this comes like this. So it's 2 pieces with the Joy word. We did not use the Joy word. We are using the base for the cinnamon sticks, which you don't have to do if you want to do this. This is adorable enough alone. You don't need that extra layer if you don't want it. If you want the layer, add it. Not a big deal. If you wanted to do 2, you could make one with the cinnamon stick and one without. What I would do if I were going to do that was kind of like put this off to the side, draw a little line. So I would kind of know, like pencil line here. So I kind of know where your whipped cream went. So there, and then I'd switch it this way and do it there that way, and then draw my line. You could even use the end of this painter's tool to do that, to give you that angle. So you could do that and get 2 for 1. Or if you want the cinnamon sticks and you like that chunk layer, like the heavier things, the layers of that, you could just do that and then add the pumpkin dangle to the top of it. You could also, if you want to dress it up a little bit more and you want to add more coloring and all that kind of stuff, we try to keep these quick and easy for you guys, right? So, but if you wanted to, if you're using this for like some leaves on here, you could even put like this little vine type thing back behind here, like on the bottom of your back of your pumpkin, like it's there. You could do that. You could add any of these pieces to that. You could use different leaves if you want. I'm trying to keep mine super quick and easy. You could also highlight some of your leaves if you want to. It's not necessary. You don't need to do, but if you want to, if your brain is like, it needs something else there, you could 100% do that. The only other thing that if I'm going to do anything else, what I would do is I'm going to take my dry brush again, and I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that antique white. Okay. Get that on there. Too much paint. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so if you're going to do anything else, and this is the only thing I would do, is pull a little bit of dry brushing around here. Dry brushing is super simple. And then if you wanted to do like a little, like almost like a hot spot, you know, you could do that there and then pull some color in here. But that would be the only other thing that I personally would add to this if I were going to make these for anybody else. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? No questions today? Okay. If you guys need anything, you can get us at info@cdwood.com. That email goes directly to Lindsay, and she can answer any questions for you. Remember, during any of our lives that we do, we always offer that coupon code. So it's SemiPro30, and that's going to get 30% off of all the items that we use in our lives. So you can get the pumpkin dangle and you can get this kit for 30% off. Just make sure you use that coupon code. And like Lindsay said, if you guys have an issue, if you're out of the country and you have an issue with shipping, always it never hurts to shoot an email over, and Lindsay can check for you and make sure that there's not an easier or cheaper way that we can send it to
The
you.
only thing we cannot help with are like customs and broker fees.
Yes.
We have no control
We
over
cannot
that.
do anything about that. That's out of our hands. So if that's
Shipping
Yeah.
fees, we can always look into those,
Yeah.
but the customs and brokers fees, we can't do anything.
And it doesn't mean that we can do it, but we can always
We can
check it.
look,
It's not
right.
always going to be cheaper. But there are instances. One lady emailed yesterday, she wanted 1 cent when she lived in Australia. Like Lindsay was able to get it to her for $8 cheaper than what the website was charging her. So there's always that option. You can always call and let us know. Again, super simple, quick and easy project, a little pumpkin spice latte in your life. So if you're a coffee lover or know anybody that is, this is a great project for that. If you guys have questions, let us know. If not, we will be back next Wednesday. I'm off tomorrow because I have a doctor's appointment. But we will be back next Wednesday with a semi-pro painting project, and then Thursday we should be live with the semi-pro stenciling project.
Yeah, Jen just doesn't
Yes.
like to work anymore.
I don't. I just feel like I'm going to be off all the time.
Myself.
This hasn't been the rough health year for me this year, and I've had a ton of doctor's appointments. But I'm fine. Don't worry about that. But
Yeah,
like,
she's fine.
it's just all follow-up stuff. And then like this made this happen, so we have to do this now, and you have
And
to
just to make sure that what happened earlier in the year doesn't happen again.
correct.
Yes,
So yeah,
because
so,
she's gonna stay on top of it.
yes, I'm going to be a good.
Eileen, what does it mean? What does it? Do we put the order in and then call you?
No. If you
Because-
have an issue with shipping, you're going to want to call us before you put the order in.
And that's for international customers.
Yes.
Domestic customers, 99% of the time, it's accurate.
correct. And if it's different, we refund the money
Yeah,
too, and
yeah.
automatically. So yeah, that would be the only thing. Okay, if you guys have any other questions, let us know. If not, we will be back next week on Wednesday with semi-pro painting. All right, guys, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you soon. Bye.